It's Ron Goodall from FightHype.com. I'm here with the WBO junior lightweight champion who recently defended his title against the top contender, Lamont Roach, Jamel Herring. How's it going?
Everything's going, man. Everything's going good. I can't complain.
Now, I definitely have to ask you about, what's going on in your life. This whole coronavirus thing has been obviously affecting everyone. So I just wanted to touch on how this has played a part in your life right now.
I mean, for the most part, I've been good. I actually been trying to use this time to, to do other things, like especially spend more time with the family. Continue resting my body. When I do have free, when I do get bored of being in the house, I do go out to go. I go work out and go run and everything. So for the most part, I just been taking it day by day.
Now, with all this, do you stay obviously in some sort of shape? You work out, do home workouts and things like that. Seen that?
Oh yeah, always, man. You know me, man. I'll never be the fighter to go out there and just get too heavy and too out of shape. That's one thing with me. I feel like I gotta stay ahead of the ahead of the game. So of course I'm gonna go out there and do what I gotta do right now to stay in shape, because I doubt my opponent is doing the same thing that I'm doing.
And I think last time I've seen you, Bradley actually walked up and complimented you, talking about how you're always in shape year out.
Yeah, that's right.
and with that, do you feel that, because it's unknown where these fighters aren't going to have fights coming up, that we're going to see people maybe fight in weight classes that they normally don't, kind of be a little out of shape?
Nah, I don't think so. I believe that, like I said, if for the most part, a lot of these guys, they take these 3-4 month breaks ups in between fights anyway. You know what I mean? So like me, I still got the mindset that I'm supposed to be fighting in June. And if I when you do the math, my training camp wouldn't start anyway until third week of April or whatever, for a full 8-week training camp on the date that's supposed to land on. So, but for the most part, if you just stay disciplined, man, I don't see why fighters should get too crazy out of shape. I talk to Bud, Bud Crawford all the time, and you see his Instagram, he's always in his gym. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If there's a way for me, if people can get to it, there should be no excuse why. It's time when everybody starts, making fights again, that you should be too crazy out of shape with things like that.
And, seeing the fact that, we have an unknown amount of time, or it's unknown, that's $1 million question, when these fights would start going on. Do you have a projected idea where you were supposed to fight before, and have you kind of talked to everyone, or it's just we have to wait?
Last thing I heard was June 13th. If you look, they're now you're seeing promoters starting to talk about potentially bringing fights back in June. So that's what I'm saying. For the most part, it hasn't really affected me fully like that in my career. You know what I mean? My boy, my boy Shakur, it hit him, the weekend of his fight, you know what I mean? So I haven't been impacted like that. So in my mindset, if I even about getting there in June, July still be good, still be in the time frame that I plan on getting back in the ring anyway. So I'm not really, it hasn't really, hit me like that. But for the most part, man, I just want everybody just to take care of themselves, and because your health comes first.
And I'm assuming, that's the Frampton fight that all the fight fans want to see.
Right.
Do you think that potentially that's going to affect, where the location might be? Because I know that you were open to fight overseas.
I mean, if you look at it, the location won't bother me at all, because like I said, man, even if they start having, these rumors of these closed circuit bouts, I mean, he wasn't in his hometown. It was I was fighting in New York, where I'm from, there. You know what I mean? So if anything, it probably impacted him more than it would me, because like I said, at the end of the day, I was going to somebody's backyard, so it wasn't like I was I was having this huge homecoming. So you know what I mean? Like I can tell you, they have to ask him that question, because for me, I just want to get back in the ring. It doesn't matter where it's at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I've heard people. I think Brandon Lee fought with kind of the in studio or small amount of people.
Right.
It's I guess people compare it ideas like a sparring match, but it's not. Is that seen as a world title fight, is probably the big name, the big fight. that you want. Does that take away a little bit if it became an in
Yeah,
studio fight?
I think the only thing that hurts is like you still want that excitement in that atmosphere. So of course, like I watched Brandon's fight, man, and like truthfully, man, it was just like it was a harsh dose of reality, man. It was depressing, man. Like you can hear their feet, you know what I'm saying, hitting the mat and the ring and everything from them moving around, but you ain't hear no crowd. I mean. You can hear people behind, working at Showtime behind the production table, speaking in the thing. It was crazy, man. But that's the only thing that'll probably hurt is the atmosphere. But like in terms of location, it's, like I said, man, I'm not really worried about that part. Like I said, as long as we get fighters back in the ring, I'm cool with that.
Now, overall, with the division outside of Frampton. I wanted to get your take on the whole potential of the Miguel Berchelt, Oscar Valdez. He moved up in weight. Do you have like kind of thoughts on how that fight, played out and seeing how that division is working out?
Man, I honestly, to be truthful, man, I would like to see the fight. There's no animosity or anything like that. Like I'm not gonna hate on the fight. Like I think it'll be an entertaining fight. If anything with that fight, I would want to see how Eddie Reynoso and Oscar Valdez, do against Berchelt, because like I said, a lot of people, of course, are leaning towards Berchelt because especially when you look at Oscar Valdez's last performance and he got dropped or whatever, and they figured Berchelt was just too big for Oscar, but Oscar Valdez still wanted to fight, so I'm just curious to see what their game plan would be going into that fight, but. On the flip side, on the other side of the boxing aspect of it, for the most part, I've been hearing rumors that, if you notice, that fight hasn't been getting as much attention as you would like it to get, and that's because of the business side. The business side, with the two parties and the egos, when it came down to money, I heard, there's a lot of issues going on with that part. Because, like I said, man, even like, me and Frampton, we already had a set date. We didn't have we may not have a venue, but we already had a date. I know what the date for months. And it was June 13th. With the Valdez situation, you kept hearing it change over and over, and then they say that it's close to being done, but then it goes dark again. So I mean, for the most part, like I said, man, when you got two camps and with egos, that kind of hurts the chances of those big fights happening.
Right. And seeing that Oscar crept in that division, and I know you wanted Berchelt, and just like that, parties have to agree, and I know you originally wanted to fight for Berchelt. Does Oscar Valdez entertain you? Because I know you're really good friends with Shakur, and by any chance if Shakur came in weight, do you guys have to draw straws between who gets him or who?
It's crazy, man. Like a lot of people fail to realize, because when you look at how the WBO works, Oscar Valdez, he didn't lose the belt; he vacated. So when you look at the ratings and the rankings, whatever, when he vacated and moved up to 130, he was automatically my number one contender. Yeah. He was my number one contender. And people are like, you can go, you can go back and retrack and look at things online, yep. especially with the rankings or whatever. But go back to the WBO back when I was about to fight Lamont in November. It was crazy. They actually bumped Lamont down to number 2 and put Oscar Valdez number 1, even after the fact that Lamont was my number one contender and we already scheduled a fight. But but like the WBO, they bumped Oscar to number one contender. So he already had, he had a guaranteed shot at the title, but his team decided to bypass that and go to the WBC route. That's the reason why I haven't really pressed on the issue, because I seen it for what it was. They wanted to go. They wanted to take the WBC route and do an eliminator there for the Berchelt fight. But me and Oscar could have easily fought. We could have fought before this Frampton thing popped up. But like I said, things happened, and Carl was basically the only one that was up for it. That's why if you look, that's why I never had anything. I don't have anything bad to say about Carl Frampton. Even like fighting over Belfast, I didn't have no issue with that either, because like I said, I just wanted to get a big fight and get back in the ring. But like in terms of Berchelt and Valdez, I've had issues on the business side of trying to get those fights. So I kind of just like basically just left it alone and just started focusing more on the Bertrell situation.
And just curious on the whole WBO, and you and Shakur are very good friends, and
right.
Seeing the fact that he's the WBO, essentially, have you guys talked on the path that he would take? Would he just wait essentially until if you move up, or would he go to a different champion? You know?
Nah, I mean, we like me and Shakur, like we're cool, but we understand the nature of the beast and then the business aspect of it. Like Shakur is never like he's never gonna avoid anyone, especially if he has an opportunity. So I'm not gonna sit there and say that, But I've heard, we've all heard him say that like at one point if he wasn't gonna get the fights that he won at 126 or whatever, then he wanted to move up. But like I said, he went like for the most part, he wants to try to get like a guy like Leo Cruz, who's also on my radar also. Before I get to him, so we always talk about like you said, if we want to stand about pull straws and everything, we always talk about like the Leo Santa Cruz fight because Leo has a belt. Of course, I want to unify Shakur. Shakur also, I'm pointing out though, he wanted to also fight Miguel Berchelt as well. So we've talked about him moving to 130, but it's always about us and anything debating of who's gonna get who first. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, we know Leo obviously has a schedule, a date with Tank. So that probably be a hard luck to draw. But like I said, I know he also pointed out that he wanted to fight guys like Miguel Berchelt as well.
Do you give Leo Santa Cruz a chance against Gervonta based off their last two performances?
Man, like Leo's a cool dude, man. Don't get me wrong, Leo's a good dude. He's a good fighter. I like people like I don't know what's been going on in the I've been kind of like out of the scene, and I've been more focused on what's going on in my division. So Leo's been doing his thing at 26 for a while. So I don't know what's been like. So I can't tell you what's been going on with him for the last couple of years or so. But I've been seeing I read a lot of things, and it seemed like he turned a lot of his fans off for whatever reason. I guess because the Gary Russell he didn't get he didn't take the Gary Russell fight, whatever. But so it's kind of hard to even see how he does with the Tank fight because you don't know if he's even hungry anymore like that. You know what I mean? Because with a fight like that, man, you not only you got to be focused, man, but you got to want it. You know what I mean? Because regardless of what anybody says, man, Tank is not an easy out. You know what I mean? Especially if you plan on moving to 35. You know what I mean? That's too. I thought personally, I thought that 130 was kind of iffy for somebody like Leo Santa Cruz, but to jump at 135 against a big puncher and Tank, that's a dangerous fight. Now I have seen in recent times that Leo, I guess he got smart enough and was trying to get Tank to move back down to 130, which would probably be even element. But man, I don't know, man. That's kind of a big jump, especially when he only had one fight at 130. Yeah. And now he potentially may have to fight at 35 for the WPA regular title. That's a big jump.
Would you favor Tank, and particularly just because of the size difference?
Yeah, definitely. You got to favor Tank for that one. Especially if they go to 135.
And seeing that in your division, there was a fight that everyone wanted to see was between Tank and Tevin Farmer, and I see that you have the 2012 United States years on your shirt symbolizing, you and JoJo.
We're doing our thing, man. we didn't medal. We didn't on the men's side. Shout out to Twin Shields and Marlene Esparza who got some medals on our team. But we got held after the Olympics, man. So for the most part, most respect to my team because we're collecting world titles now.
Yeah, I think it's 5 now. I think it's Ramirez, you,
Jose Ramirez. Errol Spence, myself,
Rashi Warren,
JoJo. Like I said, I don't the Marcus Brown
got his intro. Yep.
But then, like I said, for guys who fought for titles like Terrell Boucher fought Arislani Lara, Dominic Brazil fought for the title twice, the heavyweight title twice. So for the most part, man, if you look at my team, the Olympic team, the guys are either world champions or top contenders. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's where I just wanted to ask you, it's interesting because you and JoJo are now both champions, I believe, in the same weight class now.
Right.
And I'm sure that you congratulated him right away, seeing that he had multiple opportunities. He fought Gary Russell in an impressive beginning, and then he had the unfortunate the missing the weight, but he got the title against the defending champion Tevin Farmer. So is that a fight that you and JoJo, like, have you guys even crossed paths because you guys are Olympic teammates? And is it kind of like?
I mean, I've heard him say recently he wants to fight all the champions at 130. So I figure so I'm included in that conversation. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like I said, for me, it is no bad blood. Like I said, I was cool even with Tevin when he had the belt. Tevin mentioned that if a fight will be made, he would take it. So it goes the same way even with JoJo. If they want to, like I said, people are like me personally. I'm cool with a lot of these guys behind the scenes too.
Yeah,
like, I'm still cool with people behind PBC. Like you seen it every day, man. Yeah. I was cool. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with both sides, PBC and Top Rank. I know Robert and Eric. I'm supposed to be doing business with them after this whole thing is blown up for another thing though. But I know people like Golden Boy. I spoken with Eddie Hearn a couple times, like one-on-one with Eddie Hearn a few times myself. So I have me. I'm vocal, man. I have no problem going to the source myself. You know what I'm saying? In terms of making a fight, I don't do the whole. Like, I don't believe in the whole call this guy, call that guy. No, we can, at least start some type of, negotiation amongst each other with the big wigs, whatever. I'm cool with that. So like, if that was a fight that people wanted to see, and it was available, I'll take the fight.
Have you ever did you ever think when you guys were in in Olympic training centers together, between your weight classes, that potential that you guys could cross paths, or just
not like that? Because if you look at it, when I was at like people fail to forget, I was a junior welterweight. The amateurs. You know what I mean? He was a featherweight at 123 or something like that. So that was almost like like a 15. It was a huge gap.
Exactly.
It was a gap. So you never thought. Like I wasn't even thinking that far ahead as it is anyway. But like I said, man, in the pros, a lot of funny things happen. Who would thought they would see Canelo Alvarez fighting for a light heavyweight title?
Yeah.
Especially against a Kovalev. Think about it. 2012. You wasn't thinking about when Kovalev was
not at all
shutting everything down. Was anybody ever, if you said that Canelo was going to fight Kovalev back in 2012, they looked at you crazy.
Yeah, it even sounded crazy when it was kind of getting made at the time. You've seen the height difference and stuff.
Right, exactly. So, like I said, truth be told, I never thought I would see also a Leo Santa Cruz, as a super featherweight champion, myself. So, like I say, with boxing, man, ain't a lot of crazy things happen, so anything's possible.
And just revisiting on the Diaz and Farmer, I believe there's a rematch clause. So
right.
They did do a rematch. Is there anyone that you would favor, or did you think?
With them, man, like I said, they're both my boys. So I don't, if anything, I think it's still an even matchup. I just think Tevin has to make some adjustments, of course, on his end. But it's a good fight. People I've heard things going on behind the scenes, whatever, with Tevin and things of that nature. But like I said, you gotta give JoJo his credit. The man had a huge gash with the first round and fought 12 rounds with basically with one eye, and then so he was determined to win that title. And it's crazy because if you look at the scores are still kind of close, man. Regardless how you looked at it, so. Like I said, I think it's another. I wouldn't mind seeing the rematch, because I always like to see the adjustments a fighter makes going into the next one.
Yeah, and I think people also talked about how maybe Tevin had a thing going on with his eyes or his head movement.
There's something about a concussion and a bad weight cut. I had a lot of things that go on behind the scenes, man. So like I said, but you can't. Don't take anything from JoJo's victory. Like I said, he still went out there and did what he had to do. He had to do it.
Yeah, they both had adversities to overcome.
Exactly. So he had to, like I said, at the end of the day, JoJo had to do what he had to do at the end of the day to become a world champion. Because for all we know, that could have been JoJo's last chance. You know what I mean? Like I said, he had the Gary Russell setback. He had the fight where he could have won the title, but he missed the weight. So you know what I mean? So you gotta, like I say, my man had his back against the wall. And he did what he had to go do.
Third time's a charm. And
exactly.
And I do also have to ask, in your division is a rising star in that division is Chris Colbert.
Lil B up.
Yep. Well, it's prime time now, so
Yeah, we still going to be out
um, does that cross your path? You know, seeing that you and Chris
It's crazy.
potentially
I
in the
never
future.
thought about it. To be honest with you, like I said, back then I just sit back and I always look at like what's realistically available. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you look at all these whole. That's why, like I said, with the whole. That's why I mentioned with the whole even with the Leo fight.
Yeah.
Because you know him and Lil B-Hop over there at PBC. So I look at it like I'm realistic. Like if it ain't big as the Wilder and Fury situation, it's going to be hard to get those type of fights. You know what I mean? Especially when you got belts and other entities. So, like I said, I haven't really thought about it. But like, you know what I mean? Like, if those fights are available, you know what I mean? Then for the fans and people, why not make those fights? But at the same time, like, you know, the business side hurts a lot of these good fights being made.